how we live, the way we work, the way we play, the way we learn, how we grow, how we manage, how we prosper. One thing makes it all possible: data. But where does it belong? Loudoun, Virginia, with a diverse, talented workforce, robust infrastructure, and efficient government processes. Loudoun stands alone, discovering data centers.
The world's changed. Everyone wants whatever information they have right now, from wherever they are. And the only way you can do that is to store it in the cloud. Cloud computing is one of those terms that everybody seems so excited by or mystified by. It's really pretty simple. All of your information is available to you anywhere at any time.
That happens because this data is being transmitted through and from data centers. So it's all gone to mobility, it's all information, anytime, anywhere.
But I think that most people think of the cloud as being computers that they use as a utility that they just don't own. They don't know where they are. They don't care where they are.
Certainly one thing the cloud does is now you can start maximizing the use of your resources. So instead of having a server that's running at 10% capacity, you have 8 applications on it and you might be running at 70% capacity. So it provides a tremendous amount of flexibility to your business. People often ask, well, aren't data centers going to go away because of the cloud? It's like, look, the cloud's not something up in the sky. The cloud is a data center.
A data center is a building that has redundant infrastructure, that is needed for computing equipment. Types of redundancies that we are, talking about as far as the infrastructure is concerned has to do with generating power, to always stay up. So uptime, reliability, and availability is probably the most important thing that needs to be considered when you're looking at a data center.
We try to wrap our arms around the customer and bring them in tight and say, we're Dominion, we can help you, whatever your business needs are. We are working very closely with data centers now to understand the impact of our power quality on their business.
Going into every one of those data centers are subterranean fiber optic cables from different network providers. And they pull their fiber optic cable into the facilities and they allow customers to purchase their services directly from them, or they allow customers to reach other carriers that may not have built the fiber optics into the data center but have connection points back in a provider's network.
What goes on in that facility could be cloud enabled, it could be disaster recovery, it could be financial exchanges and retail transactions that are done over the internet.
I guess probably what started it was Sarbanes-Oxley and 9/11, where everybody had a requirement to make their data more safe and make their operations more safe.
The data center industry is being driven by a whole lot of factors right now. Primarily among those is the way that we are using information now. Everything is digitized. We're using text messaging and storage and cloud computing. It all has to be held somewhere.
Life science industry, the obviously telecommunications industry, retail industry for pretty much anything, C2C, B2C, online gaming, education, social media.
I think anything to do with video. Finance, government, film industry, music industry.
The other things that are driving it is you've got new Web 2.0 and 3.0 businesses that are emerging, and these businesses are built on top of software and applications and servers.
What drives the cloud or what drives data centers, and it's fiber. And beyond all else, Loudoun has fiber. And we have connectivity to the outside world.
Customers that have latency-sensitive requirements want to be located where there are internet exchanges. There's internet exchanges that have been developed over a wide variety of places throughout the world. Loudoun County in particular is one of the main hubs.
I mean, obviously the fiber in the ground, that was the catalyst. That's still there and still growing.
Ashburn is the most interconnected area in the world right now. AOL was a catalyst back in the mid-90s as far as getting fiber to Loudoun County. We've certainly been a catalyst since the late 90s for data center growth and the growth of the networks and the internet in the area.
Dominion Virginia Power has had a significant amount of growth in our own generation over the last several years, but a significant decline in our carbon footprint.
Right now in Loudoun County, we're well over 4 million square feet of data center space with another 1 million to 2 million already in the pipeline.
I think the growth is going to continue just as strong, if not stronger, than it is today.
At the end of the day, just like any office building, data centers are a real estate play. What's good for a community like Loudoun County that continues to grow so fast is that this is high-value real estate without a ton of impact.
Data centers, at their essence, are a warehouse, which doesn't cost a lot to build. What we fill them with does cost a lot, so the mechanical and electrical equipment, the switchgear, the generators, the UPS, and then, of course, the IT equipment. It's not out of the realm that a single data center could have $500 million of personal property in it.
Building a data center depends at what level you build it to, but Tier 3 or Tier 4 is $1,000 to $2,000 a square foot.
What we ended up doing on our campus also was working with some 20, 25-year-old warehouses. Maybe a $5 or $6 or $7 million warehouse building is now an $80, $90, $100 million data center.
People talk about the number of jobs in data centers, and while that might not be a huge number, these jobs are high-paid, highly trained workforce jobs. But the ancillary jobs are just as significant. Everything from construction to cleaning to security to service, it's all part of a larger ecosystem that helps drive the local economy.
Well, the Northern Virginia corridor is a very tech-savvy corridor. The amount of tech capability around here and people, the human resource side, is very significant.
I certainly think that's what Loudoun has to offer more than just about anywhere else is the people. You have Ashburn, you have the far western countryside. You can live and choose just about any lifestyle you want and be within 25, 30 minutes of this data center hub.
Having generation close by, which we do, and having the transmission and distribution infrastructure, I think we've shown that we can grow with the business as well.
There's a ton of factors that make Loudoun County a significant choice for data centers. But something that we're really proud of and something that we hear back from the data center clients is that Loudoun County really understands the business. From the top of the government on down, from our elected officials, the county administration, planning, zoning, permitting, everyone understands how this business works. And our time to market is better than anywhere else in the country.
The wonderful thing about this area and about Loudoun County and our partnership with Loudoun County has been our ability to expand for our customer base.
We have locations throughout other parts of the United States that pretty much cover all the U.S. time zones. And I will tell you that in my experience, Loudoun County is probably the one that really understands the data center business the most and allows the things that need to be done to continue to let that business grow and prosper the right way, and makes it easy for us to do business here in Loudoun County.
Among the big publicly traded wholesale data center developers, co-location managed service providers, if you're not in Loudoun, you're planning to be in Loudoun or planning to be in a different line of business.